Wayne Rooney's journey at Manchester United began with a spark that would light up Old Trafford for more than a decade. It was August 2004 when Sir Alex Ferguson made the bold decision to spend £27 million on an 18-year-old from Everton. At the time, it was the highest fee ever paid for a teenager in football history. Many wondered if the investment was too much, too soon. But Ferguson knew. He had seen the fire in Rooney's eyes, the raw power in his boots, and the fearlessness that made him different. On his debut, under the bright lights of the Champions League against Fenerbahce, Rooney showed the world exactly who he was. A thunderous strike with his right foot, a curling effort with his left, a dipping free kick that sealed a perfect hat-trick. 3 goals in front of the Old Trafford faithful, and a boy from Liverpool had instantly become the talk of Manchester. From that night, Rooney was never just another player. He was a warrior. His game was built not only on talent, but on hunger. He would chase every ball, tackle every opponent, and throw himself into every challenge as though the match depended on it. United fans loved him for it. They saw in Rooney a reflection of the club's own spirit, relentless, passionate, never willing to back down. The years that followed brought flashes of brilliance, volleyed goals, long-range strikes, and moments of pure audacity. Rooney wasn't afraid to try the impossible, and more often than not, he made the impossible real. But his career truly soared when he became part of an attacking trinity that terrified defenses across Europe: Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Carlos Tevez. Between 2007 and 2009, the three played with a kind of freedom and ferocity that made United unstoppable. Together they won the Premier League in 2007 and again in 2008. And then, on a rainy night in Moscow, they conquered Europe. The 2008 Champions League final against Chelsea was a night of drama and tension. Rooney ran himself into exhaustion, stretching the Chelsea defence with his tireless energy. And when Edwin van der Sar saved Nicolas Anelka's penalty, sealing the trophy for United, Rooney celebrated, as though it were the culmination of a dream he had carried since childhood. At just 22 years old, he had reached the pinnacle of club football. But Rooney's story was never simple. When Cristiano Ronaldo departed for Real Madrid in 2009, the weight of expectation fell squarely on his shoulders. And how did he respond? By producing his best-ever season. In 2009-10, Rooney scored 34 goals. He led the line alone, bullied defenders twice his size, and proved himself to be not just a strike partner, but the main man. His crowning moment came in February 2011, the Manchester derby. Old Trafford held its breath as Nani's cross deflected into the air. Rooney adjusted, leapt, and connected with a bicycle kick that seemed to hang in the sky. The ball flew past Joe Hart and into the net. It was a goal that would forever live in Premier League history, described by Sir Alex Ferguson as the greatest goal he had ever seen at Old Trafford. Rooney wasn't perfect. His passion sometimes burned too hot. There were clashes with management, moments of controversy, even transfer requests that shook the club. Yet through it all, when he crossed the white line, he gave everything. Whether deployed as a striker, a winger, a playmaker, or even a deep-lying midfielder, Rooney sacrificed himself for the team. He played wherever he was needed, and he played with pride. In 2012-13, when Robin van Persie arrived and stole the spotlight, Rooney adapted once again. That season, United stormed to their 20th league title, and Ferguson bowed out a champion. Rooney had won his 5th Premier League medal, but the journey was far from over. After Ferguson retired, Rooney took on a new role: leader, captain, and elder statesman. The fiery teenager had become the experienced general, guiding a new generation through turbulent years of transition. And then came history. On a cold January day in 2017 against Stoke City, Rooney stepped up to take a free kick. He curled the ball into the top corner, scoring his 250th goal for Manchester United. With that strike, he surpassed Sir Bobby Charlton to become the club's all-time leading goal-scorer. 253 goals in total. No player before him had ever done it. Few may ever do it again. By the time Rooney said farewell in 2017, he had given United 13 years of service, 5 Premier League titles, a Champions League, an FA Cup, 3 League Cups, a Europa League, over 500 appearances. He had come as a teenager with the world doubting him, and he left as a legend, carved into the history of one of the greatest football clubs on earth. Wayne Rooney's Manchester United career was not about perfection. It was about passion. It was about sacrifice. It was about the unshakable will to win and the courage to put the team above himself. His legacy is not only in the goals he scored, but in the nights he lit up Old Trafford with his fight, his fury, and his fearless belief in the badge on his chest. So tonight, as you drift towards sleep, imagine Wayne Rooney charging forward under the floodlights, his face set with determination, his boots striking the ball with power and precision, the roar of Old Trafford echoing in the night air. A boy from Liverpool who gave his heart to Manchester United and became one of its greatest ever heroes. And that is the story of Wayne Rooney at Manchester United.